There are many things in this world that have no explanation. And when such things start to happen in front of our eyes, that becomes the reason for our own destruction. Then anyone will start questioning their beliefs and ideologies. There is a similar story of Dr. John. Dr. John was an appointed doctor by the government. He was assigned to a small village in outskirts of Texas. In village, for the last few days, many people were going crazy due to an illness. Some people even died due to weakness. Dr. John was sent to this village for the treatment of this disease. As soon as he stepped into the village, Dr. John checked up a patient suffering from the disease. John saw that the patient had strange marks on his body, as if someone had pulled him hard, and his body was blue. His veins were so swollen that they seemed to burst. The WHO has been infected. He said that these are all construction workers who were given the task of repairing the temple of Goddess. While repairing the temple was closed, and no one was allowed to enter the temple, not even the priest of the temple. And it is believed that to keep Goddess happy, one has to sacrifice one's blood and offer it to the Goddess. Due to this, the Goddess became angry. And now the outburst of her anger is becoming more and more severe. The chief said that for Goddess we will have to sacrifice someone soon. Otherwise she will keep sacrificing the people of village. The chief advised John to leave the village. But John was a very educated and progressive man. He did not believe in all this. He thought that all this was a lie. But when John came to know more about the history of village, he was shocked. One day, he was passing by the temple when he saw a strange old woman sitting under a tree staring at John. As soon as John passed by her, she came right in front of him. Her hair was scattered on her face. It seemed as if she hadn't taken a bath for many months. Suddenly, she started blabbering something like a mad person. "Jessica, don't go to the temple. Come back, Jessica. Jessica, don't go to the temple." And while she was babbling, that old woman fell on the ground and started having seizures. John got scared of this act of that crazy old woman. There was another man also roaming there, who made that crazy woman run away from there. And then that man told John about Jessica. He said that about 2 years ago, the crazy woman's 16-year-old daughter Jessica went to the temple of that goddess. And since she came back, it seemed that someone had cast a black magic on her. She started talking in a strange way. She used to eat insects from the soil, and she used to spit in the water of the village. She might cut your hand with a knife and drop your blood in the well. People started thinking that when she went to the temple, she must have upset Goddess unwillingly, because of which Goddess got angry and cursed Jessica. Jessica's condition worsened as she kept on seeing. One day, Jessica disappeared from the village. She is missing since then. Her old mother could not bear the sorrow of her departure and went mad. Now, whenever she sees a passerby, she calls him Jessica and starts reading him. Hearing this story, John's heart sank. But still, he asked that man, does he really believe that all this happened because of Goddess's curse? That man said that his belief or not will not change the truth. He said that for many years, many people have disappeared in village and many have died. Many have become possessed like Jessica. That night, John was thinking about Jessica. He was getting sleep with great difficulty. But in the middle of the night, suddenly, with the sound of water, John woke up. He saw that something was dripping from the fan above. When John looked carefully, he went crazy. It was not water, but blood. Then she grabbed John's throat and lifted him up in the air. Before John could do anything, the girl's eyes turned white. She started having strange seizures. She let go of John's throat and John fell down. As John fell, the girl also fainted. When John checked her, the girl was not breathing. John immediately took her to the hospital. But when he came back home, there were no footprints inside his house. Nor was there a drop of blood in the room. John could not understand what was happening to him that night. John just kept waiting for the next morning. And the next day, John left village forever. Even today he thinks that if Jessica had already died, how did she see it that night? And why did she was it that night there? Did Jessica and the construction workers really get the curse of Goddess? What do you think? Do let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, then please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Fear Chronicles.